Good afternoon. George Cavaligos for HFT Bonds and Notes. Bond auction's done. One trade, we didn't get obviously as good a auction as some people were hoping for, but market sold off a little bit on the auction, and actually on a real short-term chart, it did equal swings down to 145.31 and 132.14 plus. From the early morning highs, we said, let's try a long down there. We got long, and the market popped up a little bit. I think we got up to 18 plus on the 10-year, and we got up to 146.09, and we scalped some of our longs and kind of called it a day. Sometimes you get a couple opportunities during the day. Sometimes you just get one. The market gives what it gives. No matter what we want, we just have to watch for those setups, and that's what we try to do. The more eyes, the better, obviously. I'm really happy that we've had a couple new subscribers join us in the chat room, sharing their ideas, sharing their observations with us. It's important. The more eyes and ears and tools that we have, the better our odds will be of finding profitable trades. So one trade today, okay. Actually going home with a small long here. Probably should just pitch it, take the 2 ticks actually that I have in it, and call it a day. But small position. I'm going to keep a break-even stop on it probably, and we'll see what happens tonight. Inside day on the bonds. Minor bullish reversal on the 10-year notes. Making a lower low last night and then closing higher today, positive. It's not an outside bullish where we would have taken out yesterday's highs at 27 plus. And these minor bullish reversal trades or minor trend reversal trades, all they have to give you is a retest of today's high or low if it's a bearish minor reversal. So today's high was 21 in the 10-year and 13 in the bonds, and I'll be working an offer at that level. There is also some possible C equals A up targets here off of the post-auction lows. 132.24 plus in the 10-year and 146.17 in the bonds. So maybe you scale out on the way up, sell some at today's high, move your stop up at that point since it met the minimum objective, to lock in a profit or to keep a scratch on the trade, whatever you like to do, however risk oriented you are, how your money management works. Everybody's different, obviously. Initially, I'm going to be working my offer up at 24 plus, and hopefully, if I'm awake, I'll be watching the trade this afternoon and tonight. If we do trade 21 and it doesn't look like it's really going to run, I'll just get out, or I'll move my stop up at that point. Have to make a decision at that point. We'll see. Okay, tomorrow we get some data tomorrow morning. I believe we get PPI and retail sales and Michigan number and a Fed buyback. We'll navigate the buyback waters again. Look for some kind of a possible low out of London. That's been kind of a consistent pattern lately. Hedge funds are still a bit too long, I think. And try to buy a dip for the buyback early in the morning. But that retail sales number could be tough. Actually, my neighbor here, Kevin, saw some of the retail chain store sales this morning, and he said they all look kind of weak. Doesn't know how that affects the retail sales figure for tomorrow, but he's thinking that we may have a weaker than expected retail sales figure tomorrow, which will be a little bit bullish for the bonds and notes. I think today's low could have been either an A-wave low, or I should say last night's low, because the 10-year put up that low last night. We did not retest it intraday. The bonds double bottomed at 26 versus last night's lows and this morning's lows, so I think that's kind of a key area. We'll have to watch that, obviously. That's where your stops are supposed to be if you're playing this reversal trade. Maybe you get a better chance to buy them tonight with, let's say, we go back and retest settlement from yesterday, 13 plus in the 10-year, 145.30 in the bonds. you could put a stop below last night's lows. That'd be a great risk reward trade, risking what, 4 in the bonds to make half a point. That's a great trade, 4 to 1. All right, that's about it, guys. Not much going on. I'm going to flip on the college hockey Frozen Four. The Final Four for college hockey starts at 3:30 in a few minutes. Hopefully I can run home and get that. I'll see you guys bright and early in the morning email tomorrow. Hopefully I'll see you guys join us in the chat room. The community is growing. We've got some great minds in there. Come and join us. 7-day free trial. I know a couple of the guys that have joined us recently. Hopefully today they paid for the month or the quarter in terms of their subscription already. One trade. It's fairly reasonable in my worldview. And it's not just me spouting my ideas. I want to build a community of like different-minded individuals where I can teach somebody Elliott Wave and they can teach me pivot points. I've already learned a bit about pivot points from Peter Slaga, who's a great member of the chat room. I'm going to keep researching that stuff, the Mark Fisher stuff. It's very interesting. Too much to read, too much to study, and too much hockey to watch. I'll see you guys tomorrow morning. Have a great night.